And here we go, round number one. These are super middleweights. The man in the yellow is Keith Vining out of Detroit, Michigan. Fights out of the Kronk stable. His opponent, Lawrence Poncho Carter, who has been dropping opponent after opponent with either hand. Watch the left hook. He's a converted southpaw. He can crush you with one single blow.
Oh! Why did you just say, Randy Gordon?
Something about one single blow.
I bet you didn't think it would be a jab. That was a jab that knocked Keith Vining down.
Because he's a natural left-hander. Anything he throws with the left hand, as I said, can crush us. Just watch.
Carter doesn't look awake yet, and he scored a knockdown already.
5 times in his career, Poncho Carter has knocked a man out in round number one. Got to go back to January of this year when he stopped William Brigham in Houston, Texas in one round. But since then, he's demolished James Lemming, James Jones, Willie Taylor, Tony Nelson, and Jay Strickland, all inside 4 rounds. Lemming was the guy who went 4 rounds. Everybody else within 3. I'd say that Vining Steve Farhood has got to move, can't get it within range. In fact, in a fight like this, I'd say to them, if I had the other guy, I'd say move for 5 rounds. Let him win the round. I want you to move.
And I'll tell you, he better move because he's bleeding already from the lip. I think it's the bottom lip, Keith Vining bleeding. You see his mouthpiece all red already. And that just gives you an idea of the power of Poncho Carter.
And he's becoming a better boxer, which is a frightening thought. Jesse Reed has him boxing more. There's that crushing left hand. The blood pouring from the mouth of Keith Vining, who's already taking some deep breaths. And his hands are down by his side. A bad place to have your hands against the murderous hitting Poncho Carter.
6-inch height advantage for Vining. He's 6'3", Poncho Carter 5'9". He may be pushing it. He may be closer to 5'8". But as long as Carter is close, that's not going to make much of a difference. Randy, I know you took Randy's reaches. What did you find out?
It's not much different. Keith Vining 29.5 inches, Poncho Carter 29. So Keith Vining only has a true 1/2 inch reach advantage. There he started to use it, but he's in range of that left hook. A debilitating left hook, one of the best in boxing, any division.
And you know, Randy, as Carter pours in here, Vining a good puncher as well, something to keep in mind. His last fight, he lost the decision to Kelvin Kelly. He had Kelly down, and Kelly's a good light heavyweight. So Vining can do some punching as well. They all learned to punch at the Kronk stable.
Already, round number one is coming to an end. Already, Keith Vining is busted up, his mouth pouring blood.
Patience, and don't try to load up to the head right away.
The voice of Jesse Reed, voice of experience. Let's listen.
Yeah, this guy's so afraid of you that he's taking the jab and he's just doing this.
And Steve Farhood, early in the first round, a knockdown.
It was a jab. He missed the right hand. Watch him follow with the left. Well, maybe. Yeah, I didn't think it was the hook.
It was a straight bing, right in the mouth.
And that might have been the shot that cut him as well.
Yes, it was, right in the mouth.
That's no push of a jab, is it?
We saw him do that a few months ago when he fought Tony Nelson. That was back in July in Houston, Texas. Fight was seen right here on ringside. He knocked Tony Nelson down with a jab, stopped him in round number 2. And Tony, as we all know, is tough. And it's round number 2.
And Randy, you just alluded to that Tony Nelson knockout by Poncho Carter. That was the fight where I watched it and I said, hey, this guy is for real. And with Michael Spinks no longer in the light heavyweight division, Poncho Carter fighting tonight at 176.5. I really think he is the light heavyweight. That's where he will eventually go. And boy, they're going to have to deal with him because he can punch it probably as hard, if not harder, than any of the guys who will be fighting for the title.
You know, there are people who think he can get down to the middleweight level, 160 pounds, and it looks like he can lose a few pounds here and there, mainly from around the midsection. But my goodness, can he hit? In the amateurs, his chin was dented. In the 20 losses he had in 139 fights, out of the 20 losses, he was stopped on 5 occasions. In his last fight, September 11th in Houston, Texas, he stopped the hard-hitting, tough chin Jay Strickland in the second round. And before Strickland was stopped, he dropped a few bombs of his own on the chin of Carter. Carter didn't even blink.
Whoa, that was a solid left-right. I thought Vining was going down, but I think the ropes kept him up.
And referee Vinny Renaud looked at Carter and said, let's go. There was no knockdown.
And there's a right by Vining.
Explosive as always.
Left hook.
2, 3.
Well, the eyes are just rolling in the head of Keith Vining like the slot machines here at the Atlantis, just rolling around.
Does he know where he is?
And
I don't know.
this time, the eyes don't say jackpot.
He doesn't look like he wants to fight, Randy. I may be wrong, but he doesn't look, and his legs, but Renoni's going to stop it.
Oh, a swing and a miss. He almost hit Vinny Renaud with that shot. And Poncho Carter, whose earned fight average is about 2.5 rounds, lowered it tonight, stopping his opponent in less than 2 minutes into the second round.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vinny Renaud stops this bout at 1 minute and 44 seconds of the second round, and a winner by a TKO for his 5th clean straight win in as many pro bouts, Poncho Carter.